All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Arcana Homesteading. We're your hosts, Sherry.
And Shauna.
And today we're talking about shit you can plant in your garden. If you're getting kind of antsy and you're like, I really want to plant some shit, but all the shit I can't plant yet.
Lots of shit is involved though. And so that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, super fun.
So I feel like once it starts, and it was like nice, like literally like 2 days ago. Now it is all rainy and cloudy and windy again.
But yeah, once you have that first super sunny
you,
day,
want to be,
you're like itching to get into your garden. You're like, I want to plant these, but you can't.
But you can't
because they're sensitive
and they're gonna die.
And all your hard
seedlings, that's right,
for nothing. So don't plant. You have to wait until.
But there are things you can plant if you're dying to get out in your garden. If you're dying to plant something in the ground, there are. We're gonna go over.
Why are you moving your legs so fast?
Sorry.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Nervous?
Nervous.
About what?
No,
planting?
I'm not nervous.
Do you have to pee?
No, I don't. Okay, I'm bored.
Why?
Be
on board. We're literally talking to people. You're like, I'm bored.
I have ADD.
Okay. So
that's my excuse for everything.
Calm your tits and just like talk about the shit we're planting. Remind me of Aiden. Aiden does that with his leg. Always, constantly. I'm like, can you calm down?
Because like I have a lot going through my head, like all the time.
Does shaking your leg help?
I think so. Yeah. It's like a way of stemming,
I don't know. I understand what stemming means, but I don't understand.
Like I'm like really trying not to move my leg now. I'm like very self-conscious about it.
Focus, like, and now
but it's like really hard for me. Yeah, exactly. So can I just do my thing?
Okay, it's just making me really like really very, very. I mean, you're shaking the entire microphone, the entire table is shaking, and you're like stemming. I
didn't know
for what reason.
Like put me on blast like that.
That's what I do. That's my charm.
You're judgy. Your judgy charm.
Judgy bitch.
Anywho, so see, I'm like really trying not to move my leg. Every time I move it against your leg, I'm like, she's gonna yell at me again. So anyways, it was like super nice the other day. I was out in my garden, like I always tell people, and like I think we even did an episode like in the fall, like clean up your garden space and make it look nice so it's ready to go. But I never do that.
I do it. We put cardboard down. No, all the things. I don't grow weeds.
Beyond like planting garlic and the things like that I have to do. Yeah. Like that's about it that gets done. But my garden was just like a mess. Like there was still like, the dried like loofah vines and peas and stuff. Like I had to like, Anyway, so I was cleaning up the other day and the kids were like fixing their fairy garden and they moved it.
Nice,
and, it was fun to like be out there. Yeah. So like there's always that is my point. Like it's not like I just like being in my garden. And if you're like me, there's always like things.
There's obviously something to do.
There's preparation before. Like you don't want to disturb the ground too much because there's lots of little things, good bugs and stuff under the ground. So if you're like really, hoeing it up.
Yeah,
you could.
Why is the little computer thing recording both our voices on the top and the bottom?
Oh, because I didn't put the thing on. I was supposed to put the.
Should you have?
Yeah.
Is that gonna fuck it up?
I don't know. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Anyways.
I like that motto. Yeah. I'm just not gonna worry about it.
I don't worry about things until you have to worry about things,
Yeah. Hey, that is honestly, it's a very good advice.
I know.
It's just like, you know what? You should only worry about what you have control over and don't even worry about it until it makes sense to worry about it.
And even like, I like definitely worry about shit that I shouldn't at times. But I'm way better at not worrying about things than like, I mean, like that my husband is the opposite of me.
It's a good skill set.
My husband finds things to worry about.
Yeah.
He'll find, and
he seeks it out.
He seeks it out and there's nothing to worry about. He'll find something and then he'll obsess over that thing and like, he like hyper focuses until like and you're just like, oh my God, like stop it. And I'm like complete opposite, but we've known that since we met.
Day one.
Yeah. That we were opposites. I was like, well, I don't think we should actually be married because we're not alike at all.
Yeah. Opposites, they say opposites attract, but I think it's a shit term.
Well, they attract, but then it's living
Is it compatible?
Is it compatible? And like, my husband and I can like each other sometimes.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good.
But like sometimes, you really, really hate that person.
You really, really dislike that person.
Hate.
Yeah, and you're like, I would not like to live with you right now.
Yeah, and so like it can be problematic. But and because we are so different. And now that we've been together for so long, you kind of like, oh well, they're fucking idiot. I'm sure he thinks the same about me. And so you just sort of like, deal with it.
Oh yeah.
But when in the beginning, you're just like, why are you so difficult? And he's thinking the same thing about me. But I'm like, your brain's dumb. Like, your brain's dumb. Make your brain.
Meaning you're dumb. Okay? You should change that.
Stop obsessing over shit. Like, we argue about everything. We always say we have like 5 things in common. But like, honestly, like I can't even name those 5 things. I can name maybe 3. One of them's our kids. So
I'm not sure that's a thing.
That's
it's something that you guys made, but like not just a thing.
Well, we like them,
Well, yeah, but that's obvious. It's not like you're like we both.
That's one of our things, Sherry.
It can't be.
It's one of our things.
It cannot be. So officially, you have 4 things.
Well, it's one of our things.
Well, it's not though. That's what I'm saying. If you have 5 things, now it's down to 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really are. You're just, you're like, you can't shake
I'm a realist.
You don't have 5 things. You only have 4.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, my husband and I definitely do not even have 4. So it's fine. You win. You're the winner.
I do win, actually.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your husband's way more difficult than mine.
He's gotten so much better, but he's
way more compatible. Like, you wouldn't be compatible with my husband at all.
Oh my God, no.
See?
Like
your husband.
No.
See?
No.
So, like, as much as.
No.
I don't think you're supposed to have a lot in common with your husband. I think if you do, you're either lying or,
lying about what? Liking him or being compatible or the things you like?
Yeah. You're lying to yourself about what, like you're being like, like when you first get with somebody and they're like,
I like that.
I like that. And you're like, oh yeah, I like that music too. It's like, no, you don't, bitch. No, you don't. Like, you're lying. I think it's like that, but you tell yourself that for so long that you actually think you do like those things. See, like, I was like that in the beginning, and now my husband knows, like, no, I hate fucking Tool. I don't like Tool.
Tool the band?
Yeah.
Or Tool like the Tool?
No. Like.
Your husband's like, I love Tool. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what I have in common with my husband is very, like, it's broad. They're broad subjects. It's not like
example.
It's not like specific.
Example.
Animals. Right?
Like, that's a good one though.
That's what I'm saying. It's super broad though, right?
No, it's
super broad.
She wakey up.
I know she's a bad baby. Super broad. You're like, well, what do you mean you like? I mean, we like them. We own a lot of them.
We like them. We don't mind when somebody brings one home.
And
Nobody's getting mad.
And I'm just like, okay, that's gonna live here now.
Yeah.
That's
a good one.
Yeah. I like it. I tell my kids, my girls all the time, I'm like, you both need to find someone who likes animals because you're like your mom. You're gonna be bringing all those things home just all the time.
Anything that doesn't have a home, you will give it a home.
You're like, you're coming with me.
I will give you a home. Yeah. I do that anyways. My husband isn't as fond of animals as much as I am, and I still do that.
Yeah.
And he now, like, he'll just walk away. He doesn't say anything.
He's like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, he just goes sits in his barn. Yeah, he needs to go.
I'm gonna go decompress. I will come back and meet our newest edition later.
No, it has to be not even like later. It's like several days or maybe months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you never met the bunny.
See, I can always get my husband because my husband's obsessed with babies. Anything baby.
Yes,
and
I know
so,
he is.
And so if I could bring home something, it doesn't have to be, it could be anything. Literally, it could be a baby frog. It could be anything baby.
Yeah, it has to have big eyes.
Big eyes, and has to be like, take care of me. He's like, okay.
He's like, I will, I shall. Hey, speaking of baby things, your face is gross.
Why is
your
it gross?
Face is just
spitty up
all over that face.
Bad, baby. Side. That's bad.
That's gross. Look how big it's getting. Look,
but I'm like really trying to think about more stuff in common besides our kids, and that doesn't count.
It counts.
So yeah, that's it. Animals and kids.
Great. See,
that's it.
You have 2. I have 5. We're doing great. Our marriages are great. Anywho, back to gardening. See, that was a very good, pathway back to gardening, right? Kind of led right there. I'm just joking, baby. It didn't at all.
I was like, that's not what you say. You're saying something I don't think you mean. You say, you're not saying what it means, or you're not really knowing what it means.
I don't think that thing means the thing you think it means.
Yes, exactly.
So I always love around this time you can get into your garden, and if it is like ready, the soil's ready, because obviously has to be in line before you're just planting shit in the ground, right?
Right. So yeah, if you want to plant stuff now, I mean, your soil has to be prepared. Whether that's you like putting all your composting in, digging it out from your goat pens, or going and buying it, that all has to be like ready to go.
Yes. So the carrots are a great thing to plant in early spring. Carrots are a really great thing to plant a lot of the time. So the only thing they don't like is like when it is super, super hot, they tend to like bolt. But beyond that, you can keep planting. Like once you pull a carrot, drop a seed back in there. And like where we're at, we can continue planting carrots and it still gets into triple digits. And I'm never like it will bolt sometimes, but I'm not like ever super worried about it. But we plant up in like through fall. And then,
like you said, though, you don't worry about a lot. You're like, if it does, it does.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, but why worry about that? You're going to worry about a carrot? Like a carrot?
You'd be surprised. I wouldn't. Okay, so like,
drop the fucking
no,
seed in there.
thank you.
Sometimes it'll be like yay, sometimes it won't. And if it bolts, you have carrot seeds by the way.
Right.
Why
see
worry about things?
You're looking at positives.
Yeah, I'm an optimistic person
yes.
today.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody makes fun of my disco ball brain, but it makes me, ew, that was gross. Ew. That's on camera, baby. That will be forever on camera. You're going to go to YouTube. You're going to be 25 and be like, this is when you spit up on YouTube in front of everybody. We're going to show your future.
Look at it. She's like, where's everybody?
Your significant others.
Where's everybody?
That's your gross. Anyway, so yeah, so carrots are always a fun thing to plant. I love planting carrots. Obviously, multifactorial carrots that you plant are fucking delicious. We feed like bunnies and our guinea pigs carrots. We eat a ton of carrots.
Yeah, we do too. My kids love carrots.
And like they'll either just grab a carrot out of the fridge, but we make a lot of shit.
I do too. Lots of soups.
Soups? Carrots are going in it.
Carrots are going in the soup.
Going in the soup.
Like even Legend loves carrots in soup. Like he loves them like soft and the taste of it. Like he just loves, and he'll eat them like.
Or like even, but like when you throw like potatoes in the oven, I always throw carrots in there too. You know.
Yeah. Why the fuck not? Exactly.
It's delicious.
It's great.
So we make carrot bacon. I know that's probably not a thing that a lot of homesteaders want to hear, but it's fucking good. Okay.
It is good. My God, it's good.
So good.
I could eat it all.
Crunchy, air fried carrot bacon. Swear it's
so delicious. And she eats pureed carrots. She loves them.
You love pureed carrots. So
she had them this morning.
We do. I love planting them for various reasons. Right now, obviously, we don't have any because we're coming out of winter. And I like when I'm buying the huge ass bag of carrots at Costco, I'm always like, betrayal. But, you know.
I mean, you have to have carrots.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
So yeah, I don't even think like a huge ass bag of carrots. And I still supplement bags of carrots through because we just eat so many. Like I was going to say, I don't even know if I could grow enough.
I got
a huge bag like twice or like every 2 weeks. Wow, that was really hard for my brain. Bi-weekly.
Yeah. Yeah, easy. We actually go through it more than that. But I have.
Well, you have like way more people. That'd be weird if you didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not super weird. Depends on how much you like carrots.
They love them.
We're like fucking rabbits over here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it doesn't help that my daughter gives. Like I just brought home. We have 4 bunnies. We just brought home a bag, literally like 2 days ago. And it's already almost gone. It's gone. It's almost gone. And I was like, because I went to put some into soup, and I made her puree. That's when I noticed they were all almost gone. I made her a puree, and I'm like, Dea, why are the carrots gone? Like, what are you feeding these rabbits?
Yeah,
it's definitely her fault. Like you are the culprit. And she's like, Mom, they like carrots. I'm like, I do too, though, Dea, and I would like to eat the carrots. Yeah. Okay. I was like, there is so much growing out here that they can eat.
That's what in the springtime.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not buying bunny food.
I was like, Dea, I can't.
Like,
I can't do this.
Like a treat every now and then.
That's what I told her. That's what I told her.
All the miner's lettuce and mallow.
The mallow. We have wild parsley that grows.
Yeah, they're fine.
Like, go pick it.
Go get it.
Like, they even eat just the regular old grass. Like, just go pick it.
Anything. What? She's like amazed.
She is amazed with her hand. It's great.
She's occupied. So carrots are
very loud. I wonder if they can hear that. Plug it in quickly.
Why is it always like go? I guess I should just plug it in the beginning.
Why aren't you just plugging it in the beginning? It's an odd thing that you're not doing.
You can talk about the next one. We wrote a list so we could stay on track, even though we're not on track.
Okay, so lettuces. As this is something else we plant a fucking shit ton of because again, I eat a lot of salad and so does. I mean, we just have a lot of people here, but
your bunnies eat a lot of salad.
Yeah, the bunnies and everything else because that there is a lot of stuff growing like wild right now that my daughter can feed to the rabbits, but we get to a point where there's not, unless we're like watering the ground every day. So lettuces, So
And
as
you
soon
can
as a
continue to
seed
plant those too.
is ground, what?
You can continue to plant the lettuce, just like the carrots. Once you pull,
Yeah,
lettuce,
once you pull the lettuce, you can just pop another seed back in, and they grow very, very quickly. There doesn't take like a long time for them to grow, and they can grow in pretty cold temperatures. So that's another one to, if you have not already, you can definitely start planting and be like, yummy, I have a homemade fucking salad because I'm amazing. And homemade, anything, again, I know we just said like the carrots are amazing when they're homegrown. The lettuce is like, it is odd how much different it tastes than grocery store lettuce. It's strange. It's very, very weird.
That's with everything though. Like even the carrots when they come out of the ground, you're just like,
this is so much better.
Delicious.
How is this so much better? And I'm a little concerned why the grocery store doesn't taste the same way. It's weird. All right, and radishes. I don't think I've ever grown radishes.
You haven't? No, they grow so quickly though.
So ready in 30 days. That is very quick. 30 days is very, very, very quick.
Isn't that amazing?
That's about lettuce though, right? Ow. Ow. Hey. Little cat claws.
Oh my god. Sorry. So yeah, so radishes grow super fast, and if you're,
I don't really like radishes. That's probably why I just don't grow. I don't even like to put them in things. I'm not a fan of the taste at all. It's not a thing.
Probably would be.
Yeah, they would actually. I'm gonna tell. You know what I should just tell Daya? Here's the seeds. Grow them.
Grow a bunny garden.
She's been wanting to do it, but I don't know if I have the space in my garden, and she wants to make a new garden, but that requires obviously like
fencing.
Even if she did like just a container gardening in the medicinal garden, she could easily do that.
Yeah,
because the alpacas can't get in there, neither can the goats.
Well, the chickens would. The chickens would eat the lettuce and stuff.
Yeah, they do eat the lettuce, little fuckers.
But like the radishes and stuff, they won't be able to get to.
Yeah, she should totally do that.
She should do that. So yeah, that's
carrots and radishes.
Carrots and radishes, baby. Another thing that you can sow directly in the ground right now are peas and like either the snap or the snow peas. You do have to, like, if you're planning on like shelling them, you have to grow a shit ton. Like I don't think anybody like you can. It's not like a fucking tomato plant, you know, where you can grow a couple tomatoes and you get a shit ton of tomatoes. You'll get a lot of peas, but like you're not. Think about when you're shelling them, and each plant has all these peas on them. Like, you know, if it's for your does that make sense? Like,
yeah. Why would you shell a snap pea? Don't you just need
snap pea, yeah, you can see.
Oh, okay.
But if you are planning on shelling them, like the snow peas or whatever, you do have to plant quite a bit.
I like snap peas, but I do not eat the other peas. Disgusting.
I like peas in shepherd's pie.
I will eat them in shepherd's pie, but I try not to look at them. I'm not a fan.
You're funny.
I have to just like shovel in my mouth really quickly and be like, don't think about the peas, Sherry.
Why?
Don't think about it.
Why do you have no
I was scarred as a child. I'm sure you were there, so I'm sure you remember.
I don't.
Mom, are you fucking kidding me? We either had peas or artichokes, Shauna. Artichokes with mayo, by the way, on the side, like disgusting cavemen. And then
a lot of people eat it like that, by the way.
Okay, it's disgusting and weird. No one had cheap mayonnaise like that ever. But see, okay. Mayonnaise was overly used in our household when we were young, and I have an aversion to it now. That's all it is. And then peas, Dad sang that fucking damn song to us. And I remember like looking at these peas, and I know I remember Mom and Dad like not being like super like you have to eat everything on your plate, but they kind of were.
No, they weren't.
They kind of were.
I don't remember them like that at all.
Yes, I remember having to eat these peas. What are you talking about? That's why I have an aversion.
No, I think it wasn't like you have to eat all of the peas. They just like that was the vegetable, and they wanted you to at least have like a bite or two of the peas.
Yeah, I did not want it.
I did not want it.
Sam, I am. You know,
well,
it's just like,
okay, so
it's disgusting, and I hate the way they taste. I just hate the way they taste.
Okay, like no offense to our mother, she has amazing cooking skills now, as since we're adults.
Yeah.
But when we were little, I don't know. You know, you didn't have like the internet to look up recipes.
No, and
like,
right. How was she supposed to know?
Yeah,
unless it was handed down to her.
And she wasn't like she didn't learn a lot from her mom just because she wasn't really interested in it. Anyways, so she didn't. It's not like it was like peas. How we're talking about like in shepherd's pies.
Well, Mom didn't have a lot of time. She was freaking working.
Yeah, in something. It was like here's some peas like from a fucking can or steamed, and everything was steamed. Look, I
know. What the fuck is happening?
Look,
can we have some seasoning?
Like even when you go to like a restaurant and they're like, "Oh, we have steamed veggies on the side," you're like, "Why?"
Can you take it off the menu? Because they suck.
Why? They suck.
Why are you steaming vegetables?
Like, it's gross.
Sometimes I will
like
steam broccoli because I do enjoy broccoli when it's really, really soft.
I know, but
it reminds me of great grandma or grandma. But it is so much better in the oven. My kids prefer it in the oven.
I prefer it in the oven. With lots of lemon and like delicious
lemon
and garlic.
Yes,
like I want
seasonings.
flavor, okay?
Yes.
Like if you're gonna turn a vegetable to mush, like and make it baby food, like it's just not as appetizing.
Now you have it served in a jar with a tiny spoon, please.
Yeah,
it's disgusting, right? I
never enjoyed steam. I love veggies, like fresh veggies.
Yes,
I love like a lot of baked veggies, like the baked broccoli and stuff.
Yes,
so fucking good. But when you're just steaming shit and putting it on a plate with like a little bit of salt and pepper, you're just like, I like enjoying my life.
Yeah,
I don't hate myself. I really I love
the
myself.
same reason I don't drink black coffee.
I know.
Right?
I don't
because I love myself.
Because I love myself.
I like to taste delicious things in my mouth. Okay.
And I love sugar. So yeah.
Yeah, but those peas were always just steamed. It was so good. I remember Dad singing that song. You can eat your peas with honey. Blah 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 blah. Oh my God! I would just sit there, stare at him like, I fucking hate that song. I hate you. I hate these peas.
That's hilarious.
But of course, like we weren't anything like our kids. I tell my kids this all the time. I'm like, I would never. Like, I did not talk back to my parents in the way that my kids talk back to me. Not to say it was necessarily a good thing that I didn't talk back. Like, I think it's swell that my kids talk back. I'm like, yeah, look at you, you strong ass bitch. It's great. You know what I mean? That's how I view it, But like, so we didn't like when Dad's singing his dumbass song. Like, if Juan tried to sing a song to one of my girls to convince them to eat a vegetable that they despised,
I think it's cute.
No, it would be adorable, and I would probably record it, but my kids would be like, I'm still not fucking that.
I get what you're saying.
And I was just like, okay, like, and I would just like put the peas in my mouth and like chew, all like, oh God.
Chew your baby food.
Oh God, it was so gross. So yeah, I hate them.
Yeah, but
Why do my kids talk back to me so much? Have you ever wondered that? Like, why didn't we? It's not like they weren't beating us.
I think it was like how we were raised at that time in that
generation.
They came from like the 50s mentality, which was like you respect your elders and you
should be seen not heard.
And you should be seen not heard. Yeah, and your children and like shut the fuck up, eat your peas, So I think it was that mentality.
Definitely.
and because
Definitely.
that was just like and mom and dad would like they would be like, you guys need to behave yourselves.
Yeah, like, I remember always being told to behave.
Like, okay.
Yeah, why were we though?
Like, okay.
That's my question though, Shauna. That's my
question.
Then
when we got
mom and dad far from beat us. They never touched us.
But then when they like still raised us
scared.
With like dad, our dad was a police officer, so and he would be like, very much like don't automatically like trust authority and stuff like that. Like, which is weird because you think he's like a cop and you're like, yeah, you should absolutely like, respect authority. And he was like, no, you absolutely question everything all the time. Like, you never just take anything. Everybody's suspicious, like blah, blah, blah. And like, this is how we are raised. And so once we got a little bit older and we kind of were forming more opinions, I guess. No. We were like, oh, well, like, okay, well, like fuck you, fuck authority, and we carried that through, and we carried it through our children,
to our kids, for sure.
Earlier on, I guess.
Oh yeah, much earlier. I meant to my kids
and how we talk to our kids. Like mom and dad didn't, as much as they talk to us, we didn't talk the same way.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they wouldn't swear around us and stuff unless like dad hurt himself or something.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be swearing, and like we're very open with our kids. And
to this day, when mom says fuck or fucking, I'm like, whoa, Tammy.
You're like, you are lady.
No, I'm like, okay, we're heated, we're spicy today.
Like, trying to get her more riled up.
Seriously,
like,
yes. Even Dale does it. She'll be like, whoa, grandma. Like she's all like impressed.
I see you.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny.
So funny.
But then there's my kids, and they're walking around being like, fuck this and fucking fuck.
See, but our kids know when to swear and when not to swear.
Yes, they do, and it's an amazing talent.
It's amazing talent.
Yeah.
And they know, like, and
did you see that meme that Amy sent to the thing? And she was like, "Sure, this reminded me of Legend," and it was like this. It was like, it's like my kids, and it shows like perfect whatever kids, and then And then another mom being like, oh, these are my kids. And then it was like, these guys sitting there and they're like, fuckity fuck. It's like, remember the day at your house? And like Legend, I was like, hey, no, we're not going to swear. Remember, Amy's coming over and Finley's going to be here and Emmy. We're not going to swear in front of them. And just to be polite. And, of course, like he's like, fuckity fuck. I'm like, Legend, what'd I say? Remember, no swearing. And he's like, oh, sorry, Mom.
Well, all the other kids, they were like, okay, yeah, Legend's a different breed.
Yeah, he is. Well, no, they've created him. My other kids created him.
Like,
okay?
he's.
So you know what I told him the other day?
Like
I was like, is this
gonna be a little gremlin too?
Is this a Legend 2.0? Yeah. Is this what we're making here? Yeah. I was like, you guys are creating that, and I'm not gonna have you telling me like in 5 years, like, oh, she's awful. I'm like, you are creating her, okay?
I'm never creating another.
Yeah. Here, let me. You finish talking about lettuce and whatever the fuck.
Finish talking about
nasty peas.
No, we're on peas. Spinach. So spinach can also be planted pretty earlier than a lot of things. It doesn't like crazy cold.
No, it does not.
So if you do plant it and then you're like getting and the temperatures are going to get pretty chilly, you can always just throw some of the horticulture fleece on top of it and it'll be fine. So but yeah, it's still a good thing to plant. I would recommend planting it earlier than it also does fine in the summer though, at least where we're at it does. So anyways, something that you can try for right now. Potatoes. So potatoes have it's usually about 4 months until you can harvest them. They need to be planted in like a deep container. I wouldn't recommend planting them directly into your garden if you don't have. I would container them because they will spread everywhere. They don't give a shit.
They're like chlamydia. Right in your ground.
Every time you have potatoes, that's what you can think about.
That shit smells like wildfire.
See, you get to learn all kinds of things on here. So yeah,
remembering me goes chlamydia. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have sex or you will die. All right, get a condom. So fucking funny.
I love that movie.
And what's even funnier is that is how I remember sex ed in high school. Like it was so horrible, so terrible. Just the worst information given. I remember one of my teachers, my health teacher, this girl saying like, and be careful because I have a friend and she got pregnant because semen was on her underwear.
Good.
I was like, what the fuck?
You.
Well, thank you. I was like, okay, like you and your friend are super close. That's weird. And then like B, I was like, really? I mean, is your friend lying? Your friend sounds like a lying little bit.
She's definitely lying.
You know what I mean? She's like, no, I'm still a virgin.
Yeah.
My boyfriend just did this in his pants or in my underwear.
Girl, you lie.
Just like so fucking weird. And I remember just being. It was at fucking El Dorado, and I was like just staring at her, like, wait, what? Like, is this for real?
Well, like the thing is though,
and it made it so awkward.
I know they make it so. They have updated.
They have not
health education.
They have not
because damn. Okay, stop showing those stupid ass like this is what's gonna happen. Like what? Stop it. It's just.
Can we not make it negative?
Can we not make it a negative?
It's just positive.
It's just
you can put a positive spin on about anything,
teenagers
right?
are gonna have sex. I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you didn't know that. Like it's gonna happen. And
sex is the second strongest instinct beyond your own survival. So are your kids going to do that when they think they're their appropriate age? Yes.
Yeah.
It's a resounding yes.
Like
education, people, but fun education, proper education. Come on, talk.
People didn't think I don't want to get into it. I feel like we're getting on that political. But
political. It's about raising kids. That's not political at all.
No, but I was going. Anyways, back to potatoes.
The chlamydia are the vegetables.
They're not the chlamydia.
I'm gonna keep saying it's bothering you. So funny. They're actually a very good crop. You're offending the potato.
So I use like a washing machine drum.
That's adorable. Do you?
Yes, I have a red one and a silver one.
Oh,
I have a red one for my sweet potatoes, and I have a big silver one for my regular potatoes.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
how many potatoes can you get out of each like drum?
So it really a lot. Like the silver one, it gives you a crazy amount. Like you're just like there's potatoes. Like it doesn't get me through the year.
Yeah, you would need like several.
You would need
drums.
several, yeah. And like the sweet potatoes, like I get far less because it's a smaller one.
Yeah.
But it still gives you quite a bit. So
that's freaking awesome.
So, but it's what's cool about it, if you have like a washing machine that you're like, oh, this washing machine's dead, you can take the drum out and you can use it for container planting. So just as a thought there. Or if anybody else is like, I don't know, I have a free washing machine. You can, that's like, it needs to be fixed or whatever. You can just take the drum out and then toss the rest of it. Or
that's awesome. And that's so cool because since it's not wood, it's not gonna, rot. You have
it's amazing. And it already has holes in it for drainage.
Yeah, so perfect.
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
So you fill it up with dirt.
It's really amazing.
So you can. So what I was gonna say is when I do plant potatoes, and we do have I always plant them early, like right about now. I haven't planted them yet though because I'm a slacker, but when we do get a late frost and it does get like dip really low, the potato vines will die. You do need to like mulch the shit out of them. Kind of like with your garlic, how you give them like that 3-inch layer. Like I just stack like straw or whatever you're mulching with like on top so they stay warm because that'll keep them warm. It will help them retain water. Not that you need to do that in the winter, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And again, you can use the horticulture fleece if it is going to get really, really cold where you're at. You can always just throw those over the potato vines and then they'll be fine. So mine died back last year because we had a later frost, but then they still came back.
Nice.
So they weren't like completely dead. So potatoes are pretty hardy. They're pretty, like I said, they're a good crop to grow. If you are growing them in ground, you have to have a lot of space and know that that whole area is going to be potatoes.
Yeah.
Like that's what's going there. It's potatoes.
Yeah. So just potatoes.
Potatoes. Okay, so another really good thing to start planting, and it's usually like late April, so I guess it's a little bit early now. Do you know the first day of spring was yesterday?
I did not feel like it.
Like, not when this comes out, it won't be, because this will come out later. But yes, yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
I was like, it's the 20th? I was like, it's the first day of spring? I was like, already? I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I was like, how is it almost the end of March? What's happening? Where are we going? Is time, like, going faster?
Time does move faster.
The
older you get, too, the more you, like, plan out, like, I don't know.
It's just, and then the first day of spring, you're like, well, I should be gardening,
Yeah.
I should be, but it's raining.
Well, you can't. Yeah, it's too cold.
I know. I was out in my garden the other day. It was marvelous. But I didn't do any planting. I was just cleaning up and doing things where I did actually plant a fig tree, which fruit trees are great to plant right now. It's better to plant fruit trees in the fall, but it's not like
detrimental.
Yeah. Like, it basically just lets the roots kind of get established and stuff through the winter while they're, like more dormant, like up top. It kind of lets the roots kind of grow more. And in the springtime, everything's warming up. And so everything, the whole tree is kind of doing its thing. So anyways, but you still, like, early spring is when you want to plant your fruit trees. The later you get into the summer, it's harder on the tree and they're more likely not to do well or die. So I would plant them right now. And the other benefit of planting fruit trees now, because you have to dig a fucking deep hole because it's like twice and big as the fucking container and twice as wide.
Yeah.
You just like, it's so easy.
Versus like the summer. Oh my God, fucking forget it. It's like digging rocks here. Like you just couldn't. Like you'd have to I have to soak the ground for like forever with the hose and then dig later on. Like
I don't know why. Like I'm never digging again. Like the fruit tree's gonna fucking wait until it's fucking like winter time.
Yeah.
Then that's the thing about fall though, is especially here, it's like our ground's not like super moist, so it is harder to dig like trees in to plant the trees. But the other day, like it was like a breeze. And the fig tree pot was fucking huge. I should have planted it. I got it from my mother-in-law who had it for a while, and so I don't know if it's gonna make it because like the root ball was super like, compacted. I'm gonna like break this fucking tree. Anyways, but I planted the fucker, so hopefully it does well because I want to make some fig jam for some cheese sherry. Okay, that's the only reason I like figs. I don't like eating figs because I don't like the texture.
No, I don't either.
It's like the little.
I have one. I have a tree, but like no, I'm good. I don't even know why I have the tree, to be honest. I don't know fucking where it came from.
Fig jam. That's why you have it.
That's why you have it. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I very rarely. Hey, baby. I very
like
rarely make
cheese
jam.
And some like roasted garlic. I know that a lot of you guys don't know I just gasped because a lot of you don't watch on YouTube. But can I say it on here?
Leaving?
Yeah.
She doesn't watch this, right?
No, I'm just going back over.
Okay.
All right. Are you sure she doesn't watch this?
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't watch it.
Okay. Or listen? Doesn't listen?
No,
okay, good.
I'm sorry.
We're going to say it then.
You don't know. Nothing's going to So Sherry's eldest just came in and he's proposing to his girlfriend soon. And he just showed me the ring.
So pretty. So sweet. I know. We have so much planning to do. Wedding.
Crazy. So
it's just crazy that my oldest is
and that you have
to
a baby?
Be married soon, and I have an infant. Like
so when crazy. They have kids, they will be like really close.
Oh yeah, super close.
That'll be nice.
It will be nice. It'll be really nice.
Anyway, super exciting. I know you guys didn't get to see the ring. He just kind of like
he wanted to show his aunt. He's very excited.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. He's very, very happy with it. He showed Juan his dad didn't even know that he had like bought a ring. I'm like, didn't I tell you? But that's just totally how it goes. Like, because like I don't know, my kids tell me everything, and then sometimes my husband gets the news. You know how it is, right? You just like sometimes your husband gets to know, other times you just forget to tell him. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
like I have a lot going on here. Like you're never like who are you even? Exactly. I don't know. Yeah. This isn't my problem. This is a you problem. So Aiden, he comes down yesterday to show me the ring, and then today he's down at the house and he's like, I think he said something about the ring, and Juan's like, what ring? And I was like, didn't I tell you bought a ring? He's like, no. And he's like, yeah, I'll show you the picture. He pulls out the picture, shows his dad, and Juan's like looking at him, looking back and forth at me, like, what the fuck? Why wasn't I like privy to this knowledge, And but then of course he has to make like the anti-marriage joke, I mean, like as if he's like so unhappy. I was like, you know where that door's at. You know where that door's at. You know it for a very long time actually. And
you're still here.
If I'm remembering correctly, I believe it was you who begged me to marry you after I left you twice. That was you, right?
Wow, that's harsh. That's harsh.
It's the truth. It's not harsh. Yeah, I'm being honest.
It's just harsh
because
it probably hurts his ego.
I don't care when he says things like he's making these marriage jokes. Like, come on, like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, why do you want to get married? Like, it's a joke at first, and then like I can sense a little bit of like realism in his voice, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He loves her, honey. They've been together forever. Like, stop. You're not doing it to taint this moment. You know what I mean? Like, you're the one who has to see the fucking photos. We're showing you, but you don't get to be all like, come on, bud. Why do you want to get married?
Yeah, because that's what you want to hear after you buy a ring.
Thank you. I was like, and Aiden's like, because I love her dad. And Aiden already knows where it's going. Like, we totally all know my husband very well. But I was like, okay, well, it was you.
This is why you didn't know. Okay?
Exactly. Thank you. I was like, this was you.
This is why I subconsciously didn't tell you. Okay? Because you're annoying.
I probably subconsciously didn't tell him just because, well, A, he's annoying, and B, I was just like, yeah. Yeah, he's just,
little bit of A,
little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. And Juan, of course, will be very, very excited.
No, yeah.
What I cannot wait
Juan
for
takes longer to
process because he's like a guy.
Yeah, and he's like a picture really, and then be like, I'm gonna say the right
instantly
thing.
Happy, instantly saying the right things. Yeah. He's like,
I
have to look at this, and then maybe in 2 days it will process
2 months
through my entire brain.
Exactly.
I don't know why it takes that long, but that's how long it's gonna take.
That's how long it's gonna take.
What I cannot wait for with Juan is when they have babies.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said earlier, my husband loves babies.
He's gonna be like otherwise.
Yeah,
why you have 6 of them?
That's why. That's why. No. Dana said some offhanded comment because she's a little bitch about using a condom or something like that, like about like the baby, right? And what did she say in the kitchen? Either something about using a condom or something about like I don't even know what she said. Anyways, and I was like, she said it to Juan, and I was like, oh no need to worry there. I was like, we are just not doing anything. Dad doesn't get anything until he gets fixed. Okay, nothing. No need to worry about condoms, okay? You don't got to worry about those. We're not using those at all.
Don't buy them, they'll waste your money.
That's right.
Juan's
Dea started laughing. See, and that's how I talk to my kids.
Yeah.
See, our parents would have never talked like this to us. It was very like, you know.
Like I don't think I ever would hear them say the word condom.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they didn't teach me what a condom was. I mean, it was like my dumb school.
Dumb school.
Or like dumb friends being like gross. You know what I mean?
Mean Girls.
It was Mean Girls.
No,
it probably was
way,
Mean Girls.
No, that was way after.
Oh.
Like kids and stuff, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Oh, I thought you meant Mean Girls at school. I was like, yeah, it probably was actually. You're talking about the fucking movie.
Oh,
No,
yeah. No,
Mean Girls
at school, yeah. Those were
Mean Girls at school. That's why there's a movie, because it's true.
It's a great movie, though. I know we're doing these great segues back and forth in between us ranting and gardening, but back to gardening.
That's your segue. Back to gardening. We should have like a little back to gardening.
So asparagus is
I love asparagus.
Okay, so
do you know how good asparagus is for you? If you're not eating asparagus like a couple times a week, you should be.
You should be.
It's very healthy for you. It's like totally anti-cancer, prevention, bloody. Oh my gosh, just so many health benefits. Eat it. Eat more of it.
Eat more of it. So the thing with asparagus, it is a perennial, and it will come back every year.
Yeah, but it takes fucking forever.
You won't get a harvest for the first 2 to 3 years. You know, they say a year, but it's more like 2 to 3 years. And so you need to, if you're going to plant it, you can plant it now, like late April, actually. More than right now. So like late April. It's just like the fucking, what did I say to plant in late April? Something else. Anyhow, so
you know, it's funny. I didn't initially plant asparagus like years ago because I was like, oh, it's gonna take forever.
Now you wish you did.
And now I wish you did because it would have already forever passed a long time ago.
Forever passed.
You know, that's the funny thing about like time, right? You're
well,
like
we said,
it's gonna take forever,
yeah,
and it's like, I mean, no.
Really. So it does need. So if you are planning to plant it, you need to figure out what spot you're planting it in, and then obviously that spot has to be undisturbed. Like you can't go over there and be all like, you know, I'm going to put flowers in here and, you know, rip out stuff because all those little seeds that are under the ground doing their thing, you're just going to rip those right out. So it needs to be undisturbed. It needs to be in an area where, you know, has like, you know, all the things that it needs, the sun and all that shit. So it does take some type of forward thought planning ahead.
For sure.
But it is a great thing to plant it, and it will give you asparagus, I think, for up to it's like 15 to 30 years. It's a fucking long time.
Wow.
Every year.
That's amazing.
So after you plant it, in 2 years,
you'll get asparagus for
you'll get asparagus for 30 years. Well, like it could be up to 30 years.
That's crazy.
That's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal.
And by the way, don't get asparagus seeds. I have so many if you would like some.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think I would like some.
Yeah, I have so many. I don't know why I have so many. I don't know what.
You have a problem with seeds. You have like a slight addiction.
I do.
Yeah. You're like, I do.
I also have way too many okra seeds for no reason.
That's strange.
Way too many.
I do love me some pickled okra though.
Oh, god damn, that's good, huh?
Yeah.
Pickled okra is where it's at though. It brings back all kinds
I
of
know. I was like, it's nostalgia.
And then on top of it, it's like pickles and any pickled veggie. Like, I'm here for it. Okay?
I am here for it.
Like, let's do the Bloody Mary. I want all the veggies.
I bought so many pickled things at grocery outlet. It was like stupid. I slightly regretted my decision. Like after I bought it,
no
regrets. But it's already almost gone, by the way.
I know.
Like
so good.
like everything that I bought that's pickled is almost gone.
We're like
my husband loves pickled things. Most of my kids eat it. I just like, and it's very good for your liver.
So I planted okra last year, but the gophers ate all of it. But this year it's going in an above ground bed, even though it really shouldn't, but I'm doing it anyways. I can do what I want, so. But
just I tell you that, just in case you're wondering. I'll do what I want.
But anyways, I am definitely planning to pickle a crazy amount of okra. Like I want it to last me until next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna plant a shit ton of okra.
I'm there for that.
Yeah.
Okay, you've convinced me. I will take some okra seeds.
Take some.
I will.
And it doesn't need to be planted. It's not even like you don't even have to start the seeds right now.
Sweet.
Like you start them in ground, like in fucking May. You know.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you don't even have to worry about it. They don't do well like transferring like little okra plant to
bigger space.
Yeah. So like you just pop them in and go. Anyways, asparagus, you should plant it. Okra, you shouldn't plant it right now, but if you want to plant it, it's delicious. I know it's like more of a southern thing, but it does grow up like crazy, like zones, like higher, like our zone is zone 9 and it grows here, so it's fine. But it's more of like a southern.
And pickled okra.
I've heard, I've never
nothing
had
better.
like fried okra, but I heard it's good.
Ew. No.
How do
It's
you
fine.
know? You can't just say ew.
No, I can. I did.
No, you can't.
I'll do what I want. It shall all be pickled.
We already talked about fruit trees, obviously. Like December through March, so you're really kind of cutting it close. If you want to plant your fruit trees, plant them right now. If you have any, they
You do talk with your hands a lot.
do it.
Yeah, I'm just realizing my hands are like in my lap like class. I'm just like talking, and you're like blah 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 blah
Because
blah
you
blah.
told me not to move my knee. Like, what am I supposed to move, Sherry? What am I supposed to move?
I'm not moving
Sit
anything.
here?
I'm not moving a thing. Look
Okay.
at me, just like I'm just like sitting here.
Sherry's
No,
making
not
me
that you
very-
have to.
like,
It's just
I
really
know,
funny
like,
because
I
like
have
you're
to,
always like
move.
the baby always watches you talk. That's why, because you look like a circus, right? And she's like,
I
this
am a
is
circus.
fucking fascinating, and she just watches you. She's so
I know.
enraptured
She's always
with you.
so enthralled. See,
And-
you look at your hand go. Condescending.
Little bit. It's just really funny to me. I was like watching you with your hands. No, I can't talk with my hands. See, I can do it. I do it pretty often.
I know. I was gonna say.
I'm like hungry. I was like hungry.
Yeah,
in my
I can
stomach.
tell you're getting all like moody Molly.
I am moody Molly.
And you're like.
I feel like I just ate.
And
That's
you're,
what I get for nursing
oversharing.
my baby.
Yeah.
Oversharing
Yeah.
what?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, I was like, it was a lot. Like, a lot.
About chlamydia? Or what are you talking about? I mean, I don't have chlamydia. Never have.
Potatoes. That's hilarious. No, not about that. I was just like, you're like my fucking husband. I told him we're not having sex until, like, I don't know. It was just a lot. This isn't porch talks. We usually reserve some things for that.
I don't.
Sherry's like, no holding back.
No.
0 fucks
I
given.
feel like that's one reason we have like almost 26,000 listeners is because like we don't hold back. And I think
For the
that
most part.
I feel like people like it a lot. I feel like it's just, it's real, it's honest, and they're like, oh, that's a breath of fresh air. It's cool, right? Like, ask me anything. I'm gonna open a fucking book. Open fucking book, people. I'll tell you my life. You want to hear it?
Yes.
It's fine.
She will tell you.
Yeah.
Back to gardening. Just kidding.
I'll tell you, well, your notes have ended. So what are you talking about now?
But just really fast on the fruit tree thing. So they still need to, when you're planting them, like I said, up until like late March, that's really when you should then wait till fall or whatever the fuck.
Right.
But they need about 6 hours of sun. So you still have to have that, I'm planting this tree here. It's still gonna get
nice
6 hours
amount
of sun.
Yes,
it's not
exactly.
gonna be blasted by wind.
Right.
Like kind of like fruit trees, especially like the bare root ones. Or even any kind of baby fruit tree, they do need a little bit more forethought.
Yeah.
Don't just stick them in the ground.
Yeah. They need to get enough sun. Obviously, you don't plant them in a super shady space, obviously. And then, like Shauna said,
or even like where you're like
probably a little bit protected from like super high winds and.
If it's like a wind tunnel right there.
Yeah, probably not going to do well. So just that's like anything.
That is like anything.
And you should do your research about anything you're going to plant. Just do a little bit of research.
I know. I was going to say we should do a whole one on. Have we done something on fruit trees? Because
that sounds awful.
I know, but like there's a lot that goes into it because a lot of people they'll get like one cherry tree. You can't just have one cherry tree. You need 2 for the most part for most cherry trees, for cross pollination. But that's with a lot of things. The apple trees, they need a certain amount of cold hours per year in order to produce fruit. And if you're not getting those cold hours, if you don't know what cold hours are, then, those are things that people need to know. So I think we should know. Okay. Sherry says no.
No, it's fine. We can.
Next episode, we're just talking about STDs. So
that would be so fun. You can just do all the info and I'll just be the comedic relief and talk about
STDs.
Yeah, or other inappropriate
every tree
things.
Can have, it's like you can relate
it
to.
I can relate to an STD.
STD.
Do we have that many STDs? I mean, that's getting up there, but
we have a lot.
Yeah, I always worry about my kids. You're
I
know. So there's way more people in the world today than there was when I was going on my sex escapades. So you should think about that. Be wise.
Be wise.
Condoms are your friend. No one wants STD.
Yeah.
Especially ones that can't be cured. So something to ponder.
Well, I don't know.
Don't have a lot of sex. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You have choices here. There's not a lot either. Yeah. I mean, use condoms. Don't be a whore. Whore-ish. Or you could and just, I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I think
Everyone has choices.
Everybody has choices.
Yes.
And sometimes those choices are hard.
Especially when it comes to sex and young people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And even like when I look back at like, before I got married.
Yeah.
And like,
Sexcapades.
My sexcapades.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, God, I should have had sex with that guy.
Oh my God. You sound so much like my husband. It's very funny.
Like, what
very
did
funny.
I?
Why did you're like, what was there to lose? Literally nothing. I lost my virginity. Okay, it's we're good to go. That is hysterical.
My husband, hopefully he doesn't listen to that last part. He'll just talk a little bit longer because sometimes he'll help me with like the end. He'll say
Blah, blah,
something
blah,
else.
blah, 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 blah.
He'll be like,
feel
that's
cute.
nice. You think about. I'm like, don't act like you don't. Okay?
Okay.
Hypocritical.
I was like, there's no way he does not think about girls he could have had
I
sex
know,
with. There's
I
no way.
know,
I mean, who doesn't?
I know.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Especially your
right.
thoughts. You're allowed to
I
think whatever you
know.
want to think. It's your brain. Fuck off. Only I'm here, buddy. Just me.
Thank God for that too.
Right? It's like, whatever. And the whole, like, getting mad at people for their past, like, that's so fucking weird. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Like, no one is allowed to be mad at anyone for their past and for past choices and for even, like, just don't worry about it. You know?
I guess it depends. It depends on if you like, are you
What
grown?
depends?
Like you can be mad at people for their past choices.
I'm going to judge you.
If it affects you.
Like, being mad at, if it affects you.
Now.
Well, then yes, of course.
You know what I'm saying? It depends.
No, okay,
Depends.
I am specifically speaking about
being like all
being
like, what's your body count? Like, why
like
do you care, bitch?
a guy asking his newer girlfriend
Yeah.
how many
You know
people
what's
she slept
funny?
with.
Is like
That's
guys
weird.
Guys care more than girls.
It's not funny. I know it.
Girls don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I've never cared. I've never once asked any of my boyfriends, so how many girls you slept with? I don't want to know. I truly don't care. What does that do for me? What does it do for me? Literally nothing.
But like
The guy's like, how many guys have you been with? Well, I'm not a virgin, so what does that matter? That's all it is, right? That's all it is.
Just because they're very much concerned if like you have slept with a guy that had a bigger penis than them. That's really
that's
and all
it
they're
goes
worried
back
about.
to their like reptilian brain, right?
Yeah.
They want to be the rooster.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
want to be their rooster.
That's all it is. Like,
You could be
silly.
a rooster on my property and you're all locked up in your individual cages, you animals. Anyways, on that note, back to gardening. No, I'm just joking. We gotta go. No more gardening, no more sex or roosters or anything for you guys. So
No one for you.
we're
Thank you so
calling
much,
it quits.
Phil, for
our
listening, and a shout out
Yes.
to everyone who supports us over at Porch Talk. Is it everyone?
it's not everyone.
It's not everyone.
We shout out
It's our
Tegan,
top tier.
our top tiers.
Yep.
Patrons. We thank you to all of our patrons.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's why
You guys
I
are
like
amazing.
so,
But
like,
they get shout outs for basically
specific for
certain tiers that are like higher up. Anyways, more support, I guess.
Yes. But we do appreciate every single one of you.
Yes.
From every single tier, and so I don't want to make anyone feel like unloved. That's just part of the gig, people. I don't know what to tell you.
It's up there, so you guys shout out, okay? So we shout you out if you are paying for it. That's really what it comes down to.
Exactly.
But anyway, so
Exactly.
and I know they're not, and even they don't even. It's not the shout outs that they're like, this is why we want. It's like they're nice people that love us and they are supportive. So that's really
exactly. And that's
That's
not
it.
like I'm
not that anybody else. Oh God, we're just like we're gonna stop. We're just gonna shout
ourselves really deep.
We're gonna shout out who we need to shout out.
Are you gonna
We
throw
don't
me
need
the
to.
rope?
We don't need to.
Give me the rope.
I don't think we should preface it anymore. Give like a, that's we're good. We're gonna do our shout outs. We're gonna thank our patrons.
And you don't need to know about them. See, this is why they love us though. I swear to God, this is why.
We talk way too much.
This is why though.
Just shut up.
This is
Shut
why, because
up.
we're not super fake. Like, okay, and
Oh,
to our
God.
shout out, and you don't know why, but we're gonna tell you why. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm
Like, they are you like getting hot? You're
yeah,
flustered.
I was like flustered. Yeah, I was just like, we love each and every one of you.
Why are you flustered?
So
There's no one there.
There's everybody's
We're
there.
looking at the camera.
So shout out
Yeah.
to Tegan.
Yes.
And Lexi.
Yes.
And Megan and our beautiful mother, Tammy.
Yes.
And then obviously everybody else. Thank you so much for supporting us over there. If you haven't checked it out, we do a lot of what we were just doing over there, but we don't give
But it's like the entire episode.
It's the entire episode.
There's nothing like, we're going to give you all this information.
You don't have to write
about
anything
homesteading
down.
You only have to listen like
I
too
mean, you could,
intently.
you do you. We don't judge. I mean, we do a lot, but not like we're not going to judge you for that.
Or to your face.
Maybe on a podcast. Anyways, but it's patreon.com/porch talks with an S. But if you just go to Patreon, you can look us up. It's Porch Talk with our kind of homesteading.
Yeah.
And as always, you can always get a hold of us on Instagram or through our email, ourkindofhomesteading@gmail.com. Other than that, thanks all so much for stopping by, for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
That's right. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.